Hi and welcome back to Mentally Yours, a podcast presented by Mehfooz by Simran, co-presented by Eduthon. And today we have Mr. Avyakt Sethi with us, who is the founder of a one-of-its-kind podcast called Schoolcast. He's also the director of PM Publications and Avia Uniforms. So please welcome Mr. Avyakt Sethi. How are you doing, sir?
Very well. Thank you so much for
आप मुझे बताओगे कि अव्यक्त का मतलब क्या होता है? क्या सच है यूनिक नेम?
Thank you. अव्यक्त का मतलब होता है undescribable, जिसे व्यक्त ना किया जा सके. It's been taken from the Gita.
Amazing. And who named you?
My parents. I can't take the credit for that, of course.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, Avyakt, how does your routine looks like usually? You have been running a few things alongside, so how does this looks like?
No, I don't want to make it sound too fancy because all the things I'm doing right now is all the blessings of my family. तो जो भी मैं कर रहा हूँ मेरी family ने start किया, so I'm running a couple of businesses. So we are into publishing of school books where we cater to K-12 curriculum, so nursery to grade 12, and we have books of certain subjects. And then we have a uniform company where we supply school uniforms. And now I started my podcast. It's just been 6.5, 7 months, and just everything's going well.
Amazing. So you have been dealing with schools a lot in the past as well. अगर हम podcast को consider नहीं करें तो उससे पहले भी आप touch में थे काफी schools से.
Yeah.
So how has your experience been with schools in Delhi specifically or NCR region?
So it's been wonderful. Whatever I've learned, I think I've learned from the school principal or somebody in the school. Because I was studying, I was in college in SPGen, so I came back, I was abroad, I was in Singapore, Dubai and Australia. फिर मैं वापस आया 2019 में and I was very interested and curious in business always. That's why I came back just after my graduation. So as soon as I finished, I think I finished on 1st or 10th May and I came back 5 days after that. And since I came back, I've been living and breathing schools only. So I visit about 500 schools in a year, starting from a small village in Haryana to anywhere in Delhi, Bombay, Chennai, even London. So that is what my life is, just visiting schools and coming back. That is what I do.
So you said you have been visiting n number of schools,
Yeah.
from a very backward region to somebody who runs a very progressive school.
Absolutely.
So what is your vision with this? That you have been catering to different kinds of school. आप क्या achieve करना चाहते हो with different kinds of schools that you have been to?
So I started going to schools, of course, for my businesses and just to understand the ground realities. Because coming from Australia, studying there, I did my bachelor's in business, so I didn't know the ground realities. बहुत ज़रूरी होता है इंसान को ग्राउंड पर जाकर हर स्कूल पता करना. Because just going to a school in Delhi will not give me the realities of a school in a tier 3 or tier 4 city in India. So I went everywhere and I tried to understand the psychology. I can't say that I understood totally. I'm still learning every day. But हर बंदे से बात कर कुछ ना कुछ सीखने को मिला. And then after 5.5, 6 years, when I realized all this, जब मैंने बात करी तो मैंने एक बहुत बड़ा गैप देखा कि जब भी आप स्कूल में जाओ तो tier 3, tier 4 में कुछ ऐसी पॉलिसीज होती हैं जो लोगों को अभी तक क्लियर नहीं होती. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट बेसिक थिंग्स लाइक NEP एंड NCF. वो भी जब हम जाते हैं तो वो क्लैरिटी नहीं होती है. लोग अभी भी स्ट्रगल कर रहे होते हैं कि कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट करना है. या फिर कभी कभी जब आप बहुत छोटी जगह जाते हैं या आप दिल्ली में भी कहीं जाते हैं तो कई स्कूल्स कुछ एक यूनिक चीज़ ऐसी कर रहे होते हैं जो दूसरे स्कूल्स को पता नहीं होता. सो माई विजन वॉज दैट इफ आई कैन play a part in improving even 0.1% in any school, so my job is done. So I started with that vision and I'm trying to do my best.
I think you're going on a good path. You are trying to make a wholesome approach with this, catering to school business. I think it's a business now these days. You can call it a business.
Yeah.
So you said you have been to Singapore, Dubai and various parts of the country. Have you ever compared India to these progressive countries in terms of education, and if there was one thing that you found out that this is what India is lacking and this is the most basic thing, but we don't have it here yet.
So I think the number one thing which I can point out is the rigidity. If we talk about schools, the rigidity in the curriculum or the rigidity, the focus on academics, that is a huge drawback in the schools in India today. Because हम बाहर जाते हैं, अगर हम कोरिया की बात करते हैं तो if you are an artist and if you are in grade 5 तो आपको तब से ही prepare करते हैं to become an artist. They focus on being the, like in India we focus on being the jack of all and master of none, but they focus on being the master of one and not being the jack of all, which is what helps you in the future. Because अगर आप कोरिया का medical भी देखेंगे, कुछ भी देखेंगे, so if you want a heart surgeon, he will only do heart surgery. India में भी ऐसा होता है speciality, but they build you like that since grade 5 or grade 6. That kind of mentality helps a lot.
So like an aid is provided to the child, एक perfect condition दी जा रही है जिसमें वो grow कर पाए to the maximum.
Absolutely.
But I have a contrary question, sorry to cut you off, that I was understanding as you said कि the jack of all trades is better than the master of none, but it's still, you know, better than the master of one. So if you are doing one thing, I think the education system in India that way is preparing you for so much more if you have versatility, अगर आप बहुत चीज़ें करना जानते हो. So do you think that is like a plus point for us also at times?
Yeah.
I mean, I absolutely understand your point.
So what I want to say with that is, you as a human, you want to explore 100 things. So आप एक चीज़ करते हो, आप क्रिकेट खेलते हो, आप टेनिस खेलते हो, then you study science, you study mathematics, you study humanities. But at the end of the day, after exploration, you have to go in depth in one specialization, be it a
Absolutely.
profession or a subject or a sport. So when you have to deep dive in India, it's either too late or things have already passed. So when you are studying abroad, I took an example of Korea. तो कोरिया में जब आपको ग्रेड 5 से ही कोई आपकी स्पेशलाइजेशन आपको दिखा रहा है कि व्हाट आर द थिंग्स यू आर गुड एट. If I tell you you are good at podcasting, and if I would have told you at grade 6, then if you would have focused on being a podcaster all the way till now, then you would have become probably Joe Rogan or one of the
Makes sense.
best podcasters of the world.
Got it. Okay. So you have been to different countries and you had this education set up here already. If it were not for this, what would Avyakt have chosen to become?
So in my life, I've done a lot of businesses. I've shut them down. I've done a lot of things, not pretty big, but I sold t-shirts online. I've sold yoga mats on Amazon. I've done a bunch of things, but I would have been in business, of course. There is no specific industry I would have chosen, but now education is my favorite subject. I live and breathe education, so probably that's what I would have done.
Cool. And you said that you have visited a lot of schools. बहुत सारे schools ऐसे हैं जो ऐसी चीज़ें कर रहे हैं जो आज तक हमने सुनी या देखी नहीं. I'm really intrigued to know ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ है जिसको देखकर you were also amazed कि ये स्कूल तो एकदम अलग लेवल पे जा चुका है. और मे बी कंपेयर टू दैट एक स्कूल जो इतना बैकवर्ड है कि हम लोग इमेजिन भी नहीं कर सकते कि अभी they are stuck there only.
Yeah. So these days my favorite subject is alternative schools. तो alternative schools वो होते हैं जहाँ पर rigid curriculum नहीं होते हैं, regular चीज़ें नहीं होती हैं.
Something like IB.
No, IB is a board. Again, IB is flexible, but it is a curriculum. So
Oh.
alternative schools are schools which are designing their own curriculum और वो बच्चों को अपने तरीके से सिखाते हैं.
Oh.
So I recently
Okay.
read about Walden Education. So it's a school in Hyderabad. It's a Cambridge A-level school.
Got it.
They have a curriculum, but it is totally flexible. So you learn science from theater, you learn maths from different things. It's not like you have to sit here and learn from books. आप farming करते हो तो आप maths सीखते हो, आप बाहर जाके real life चीज़ें करते हो. So that is one. And then there is a school called Riverside in Ahmedabad. So they teach you with design. Design एक बहुत integral part है. Design is a very important part of our lives, but उस पर हम ध्यान नहीं देते हैं, उस पर कोई भी बात नहीं करता. So they teach you everything aligning with design. Then there is a school called Scottish High in Gurgaon. So they have a golf curriculum. They teach you everything and give examples of golf. So which is a very unique and interesting way because there are 4 different types of learning and every student, हर इंसान की अलग तरीके की सीखने की होती है. कोई सुनकर सीखता है, कोई पढ़कर सीखता है. So yeah, I love these schools. They are trying to do something very different.
Do you think इतना प्रोग्रेसिव होने के साथ साथ कहीं जो हमारी बेसिक कोर लर्निंग है वो पीछे रह जा रही है, बिकॉज आई एब्सोल्युटली अंडरस्टैंड विद द चिल्ड्रन प्रोग्रेसिंग, जिस तरीके से उनके दिमाग इतने ज़्यादा वर्सेटाइल तरीके से सोच पा रहे हैं, द जेन जी जनरेशन, द जेन एक्स जनरेशन कमिंग इन, हमें कैचअप करना ज़रूरी है, बट एक कोर बेसिक लर्निंग दैट गिव्स यू एन ओवरऑल स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ लाइफ, क्या वो ज़रूरी नहीं है? डू यू, आई मीन at times I also get confused कि क्या ये सही है या ये सही है. I am also into education, I'm a teacher. तो मुझे लगता है कि कोर लर्निंग ज़रूरी है, बट वो भी ज़रूरी है. सो ऑल्टरनेट स्कूल जो कोर लर्निंग पे ध्यान ही नहीं दे रहा है, आर दे एबल टू लाइक यू नो क्रिएट अ होलिस्टिक एनवायरनमेंट फॉर अ चाइल्ड?
But what do you mean by core learning?
सो बेसिक बुकिश लर्निंग हम क्यों उसको भूल रहे हैं पीछे?
नहीं, उसको भूल नहीं रहे हैं. मैंने ये कभी नहीं बोला कि उसको भूल रहे हैं. That is there, that is aligned. But कभी कभी इफ़ आई एम अ स्टूडेंट, मुझे बुक से पढ़ना अच्छा नहीं लगता, आप मुझे कितना भी ट्राई करोगे, सो यू शुड हैव ऑल्टरनेटिव मेथड्स ऑल्सो. कि अगर मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगता तो मैं क्रिकेट खेलते हुए मैच सीख रहा हूँ कि मैंने इस एंगल पे शॉट मारा तो ये 90 डिग्री एंगल ऐसे होता. हर चीज़ बुक से नहीं हो सकती. यू हैव टू अलाइन ईच एंड एवरीथिंग विच गिव्स यू अ होलिस्टिक लर्निंग एंड विच आर न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी एंड द नेशनल करिकुलम फ्रेमवर्क, ऑल ऑफ देम आर टॉकिंग अबाउट. सो दैट इज वॉट वी आर मूविंग टूवर्ड्स, बट द चेंज इज हैपनिंग वेरी स्लोली.
So we're able to catch up with the things that has happened and what is coming our way.
Yeah, if your roots, if your groundwork is done properly, जब हम gym करते हैं, if our leg work is done properly, then we can lift weights for our shoulders and chest also. Similarly, अगर हमारी ground realities और जो roots हैं वो ठीक से हमें learning की form हो जाती है, then we can do anything. We can learn coding also, we can do sports also. Everything can be done.
Makes sense. Okay. अब जो ये बहुत डिफरेंशिएशन सा आ गया है ना बिटवीन स्कूल्स की, एक स्कूल बिल्कुल प्रोग्रेसिव नहीं है, दूसरा स्कूल इज ऑन अनदर लेवल, और आपने बोला कि इतने स्कूल्स हैं जो अवेयर ही नहीं है कि पॉलिसीज लाइक NEP आर ऑल्सो देयर, और अगर वो अवेयर, आई थिंक स्कूल्स में अगर आप जाओ, यू मेक वन टीचर स्टैंड अप एंड आस्क देम कि क्या है NEP की लेटेस्ट पॉलिसी, दे वुड नॉट नो. सो यू हैव बीन डूइंग द ग्राउंड वर्क. इफ देयर इज वन सजेशन दैट यू कुड गिव अस कि क्या किया जा सकता है कि एक कोरिलेट कर पाए हम दोनों तरीके के स्कूल्स को, कोई बहुत पीछे ना रह जाए, कोई बहुत आगे ना रह जाए, एक स्टैंडर्ड मेंटेन कर सके, तो वो कैसे होगा?
I think my suggestion, to be honest, is insignificant because I am a very, very small part of this community.
But
there are hundreds of people who
Yeah.
can give better suggestions. But if I had to give something, what I would say is we should have more content creators in school education. Because school education जब हम कहीं भी online जाकर देखते हैं, the whole audience, teachers और students, everyone is on social media all the time. जब हम सोशल मीडिया पर जाकर स्कूल एजुकेशन के कंटेंट क्रिएटर्स देखते हैं, आपको मैथ्स पढ़ाने वाले लोग तो बहुत मिलेंगे, आपको फिजिक्स पढ़ाने वाले लोग तो बहुत मिलेंगे, बट स्कूल एजुकेशन की पॉलिसीज़ के बारे में बात करना, स्कूल एजुकेशन की ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन, बाहर ऑस्ट्रेलिया US में क्या हो रहा है, इंडिया में कैसे बेटर हो सकता है, इस चीज़ के बारे में कंटेंट की कमी है. दैट इज़ व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू एंड दैट इज़ व्हाट I tell everyone to do, that you should create content on school education if you are a part of the community. I've just been a part of it for the last 6 years. मुझे बहुत कम पता है, लेकिन अगर कम भी मैं किसी एक स्कूल में एक चेंज भी ला पाऊँ, so my job is done.
So you started with Schoolcast and you have done it with a few influential people in the education system. Was there a groundbreaking reality that you discovered during this journey of 6 months?
Groundbreaking reality, I don't know, but I just discovered what different schools are trying to do within the set of things they have, their resources. So one school in Delhi, they are doing the entrepreneurship mindset curriculum. So they have a separate curriculum for business. They teach business and then they give some funding also कि बच्चे उसको invest कर पाएँ, उसको अपने business में resources में use कर पाएँ, which is very, very unique. I hadn't heard of it. Then there is a school in Sonipat. It's called Shiva Shiksha Sadan. For mental health, they have Sanskrit chants. So they are a very liberal school and following all religions and everything, but still they are doing something in that. So every school has one or two things which is helping them in their own way.
Got it. And I think you gave me an aid for my next question, because I was thinking about mental health in this area. Since I'm from the background, I always end up thinking about how amidst all of this, how we're making sure that mental health is also being considered.
Absolutely.
So have you seen that schools like these who are following alternate methods, let's say, or schools who don't even know about NEP, what is the situation with mental health in both these kind of schools?
I can't comment on the situation because I'm not a part of the day-to-day activities, so I'm not the best person to talk about that.
I mean, when you observe or you have been talking to people who make the norms kind of, so do you observe that there are still space given for mental health?
Yeah. So what I've seen is there is a long way to go in terms of better mental health facilities in schools. अभी हम बहुत दूर हैं, बहुत कुछ लोग try कर रहे हैं, but बहुत कुछ करना चाहिए अभी. So they are trying their best to do things like I gave you an example of Sanskrit chants, but that is just one example. So I think we can do a lot more जो अभी हो रहा है.
This brings me to this question that what do you do for your mental health? I understood like gymming was one thing because you mentioned it as an example, so must be one thing that you would be doing. What are other things that you do? Because nowadays mental health is like has to be one of the top priorities.
Definitely.
So you being you being in a routine where you have to do one thing after the other, you're occupied throughout the day.
Yeah.
How do you keep your mental health in check?
So I read a book recently, 1 or 2 years back. It's called A New Earth. So it's one of my favorite books and it changed my life. तो mental health के बारे में उसने मेरी पूरी perception change कर दी है. So people think that for mental health you have to sit at a place and you have to do something for hours, but that is not the case. What I think, what my perception is that whatever thoughts you have to sit and analyze those. Like most of the people run away from their thoughts. ज़्यादातर लोग सोचते हैं, उनको negative thought आता है और वो भागते हैं. I stopped running away. So whatever thought I have, I accept it. And that book taught me that our subconscious mind and us are two different people. So now if I have a thought, I don't consider it as me thinking something. That is some other person or some child who's grown up with me and maybe ChatGPT throwing thoughts in my mind. So that is how I think about it.
Okay, very random question. If at one point in life you somebody suggested that maybe you should take therapy, would you?
Yeah, I don't mind. I would love to. I've been thinking about it and I think everyone should do that. It's not about having mental health issues. You don't even know if you have mental health issues. So I think everyone should take therapy. In my limited wisdom and knowledge, that is all I can say. Therapy will help you. अगर हम gym जाते हैं physical fitness के लिए, so why not consider mental health as a normal fever or a flu? अगर कुछ हो रहा है, you should talk to somebody. You need somebody to talk to, and when you have people around you, if you are okay to free up your mind in front of your siblings or your parents, that is the best. But अगर आप नहीं कर सकते हैं तो definitely आपको किसी से बात करनी चाहिए. They can understand your pattern better. वो आपको पहले से जानते नहीं हैं, and it will help. I'm sure it will help.
Amazing. And you have been running this organization as a director, PM Publications. What are your future plans with this in terms of education, of course, but how you trying to make it more relevant?
Yeah. So this was founded by my uncle. His name is Mr. Rajesh Bajaj, and I'm learning everything from him only. तो उनके footsteps पर और उनकी vision को align करते हुए हम इसको जैसे जैसे technology is coming our way, every day there is something new. We are aligning artificial intelligence और हम technology books को rote learning plus experiential learning को mix करने का try कर रहे हैं. So you don't have to be a rote learner all throughout. अब हम digital aids provide कर रहे हैं which you can see, and then you have artificial intelligence. So individualized learning is coming. तो अब ऐसा नहीं है कि हर बच्चे को सेम ही चीज़ पढ़नी है. अगर आपको ये सब्जेक्ट के इस टॉपिक में इंटरेस्ट है, you can deep dive, you can learn more about it, study more about it. So we are primarily focusing on individualized learning, which is happening through AI.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
And I think you are somehow related with CBS because you talk to people who are making the curriculum or the policies. ऐसी कौन सी policy है you think is not making sense nowadays but it's still there, or maybe a norm that the school is following, not specifically the.
No, again, I think I'm a very like small person to say anything about CBSE policies, because first of all I only have an experience of 6 years in education. Those are people who've been in education for 30-40 years. तो कुछ भी हम बिजनेस में भी हम इसी तरीके से अपनी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में अप्रोच करते हैं कि आप आज इसको यहाँ रखोगे तो ये यहाँ शायद अच्छा लगेगा, अगर नहीं लगेगा तो हम उसको यहाँ रखेंगे. सिमिलरली कोई भी पॉलिसी बनती है वो इम्प्लीमेंट होती है, नहीं ठीक होती है तो चेंज होती है. That is how you go about it. I can't say anything else apart from this.
Makes sense. And if I were to ask you that one thing that you would like India to have in terms of education, that is the need of the hour, और अब आने वाले 5 सालों में हो ही जानी चाहिए वो, तो वो ऐसी कौन सी चीज़ होगी?
I think we should focus more on teachers. Teachers burnout is the most important topic which I think we never talk about. हम बात करते हैं students mental health सब कुछ, लेकिन हम teacher से expect करते हैं you have to be a content deliverer, then you have to be a mentor, you have to be a content creator also. हम सब कुछ expect करते हैं, salaries low होती हैं, respect कम है, तो हमें teacher, अगर teachers पर हम नहीं ध्यान देंगे तो NEPI या NCFI उससे कुछ फ़र्क नहीं पड़ेगा. So we should focus more on teachers overall mental health and their development.
That was a very good point that you said, because अगर provider ही content नहीं है अंदर से, fulfilled नहीं है, they will not be able to portray उस चीज़ को.
Absolutely.
Makes so much sense. And this brings me towards the end of the flow that Eduthon एक ऐसा event है जो काफ़ी सारे school leaders को एक roof के अंदर try कर रहा है कि सब लोग to gather them, almost. And it's very important कि अगर policies आ रही हैं, norms आ रहे हैं, whatever is happening, this makes you feel connected. How do you think organizations or events like Eduthon are relevant in today's time?
No, events like these are very important because in my last podcast, I think 1 or 2 podcasts back, I spoke about cross-cultural educational exchanges. तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. अभी हमारे student exchanges बहुत होते हैं. One child is going from Delhi, he is going to Germany, she is going to Spain. But हमारे education leaders के cross cultural exchanges are very very important because असली thought sharing and thought leadership starts from there when you discuss policies. I am a school leader, I get to know policies of a school in Spain. So then maybe I implement 1 or 2 things which helps me 0.1% now, but when I keep on implementing it, it helps me go a long way. So that is why events like these help a lot in progressing the schools forward.
Absolutely, makes so much sense. And we were talking about really great topics in terms of education, and now that we know that a lot of school leaders would be there, you know, the first point of contact who would be making the norms, who would be making the changes. तो ऐसा कौन सा एक टॉपिक होगा और मे बी यू नो अ डिस्कशन दैट यू वुड लाइक टू हैपन एट Eduthon with all the school leaders?
Again, as I said, teachers burnout is one thing, and second is how to adapt with technology. Because what I see is, I posted recently on LinkedIn also that schooling in India is considered to be a legacy profession. कि आपका स्कूल चल रहा है, वो 50 साल से चल रहा है और वो चलता रहेगा. बट आई थिंक ऐसा नहीं होने वाला है. स्कूल्स चलते नहीं रहेंगे अगर आप अडेप्ट नहीं करेंगे. स्कूल्स हैव टू बी ऑन सोशल मीडिया, दे हैव टू डू थिंग्स डिफरेंटली.
And I think this correlates with the Eduthon this year's themes very well. It's AI meets humanity.
Amazing, yeah.
So, you know, we need to shake hands with the technology instead of, you know, shunning the conversation away that, you know, AI is not good, you have to stay away from the phones. I mean, to be able to understand the right usage of it, we can make, I mean, the most out of it.
Absolutely. People are saying there is going to be technology in classrooms, but what I think is there is going to be classrooms in technology.
Very well said, yes.
So it's going to be a different thing, and the teachers are not going to be content deliverers. आप AI से ChatGPT से सीख सकते हैं आपको क्या सीखना है, फोटोसिंथेसिस सीखना है या पाइथागोरस थ्योरम सीखना है. बट टीचर्स का रोल चेंज होने वाला है. आपको व्हाट तो AI सिखाएगा, बट व्हाई एंड हाउ टीचर्स सिखाएंगे. They will be your mentors, they will nurture curiosity, and their role is completely changing now. It's not like schools will close or teachers will go away, but their role will evolve.
Amazing. I think this was really insightful in terms of, you know, we usually talk to school leaders and they have a different perception, and somebody who observes everything from a third perspective. This was very fresh, you know, to have a conversation about. So thank you so much, Avyakt, for this, and it was really insightful, full of knowledge, and I am sure it was the same with you. We got to learn that how it's very important to provide a safe environment, a healthy environment for a teacher as well, and how policies like NEP are there, but their implementation and the way the schools are running has to be checked every now and then. So I am sure all of us learned a lot today, and I'll see you in the next episode of Mentally Yours, presented by Mehfooz by Simran, co-presented by Edithon. Till then, take care of your mental health the way you take care of your physical health. See ya. Bye.